What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the best franchise on YouTube, the Washington Football Team franchise. For those of you that are new to the channel, man, go ahead and do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button. I post a lot of franchise gameplays here on the channel. Plus, man, it is playoff season of our Washington Football Team franchise. I would absolutely hate it if you guys miss out on a single upload, because I'm telling you, this team right here is special. They end up taking down the defending Super Bowl champions, the Seattle Seahawks, in the divisional round of the playoffs in last week's game. If you didn't see that one, go check that one out. Defense played amazing. Offense was great. We're just going to try to see if we can keep this momentum going into the NFC Championship game, where we're about to see our former quarterback, Dwayne Haskins. Yes, Dwayne Haskins is the starting quarterback for the Detroit Lions. If you don't remember, back in week number 8, after we played the Detroit Lions, where they ended up going 5-3 after they ended up losing to us, we ended up sending them a trade and then sending Dwayne Haskins over there. In return, we ended up getting Ryan Hendricks, our safety turned linebacker, and we ended up picking up a third-round draft pick. So Dwayne Haskins is back in town, looking for revenge up against his former team, and he's back in the NFC Championship game. Remember, Dwayne Haskins was our quarterback for the first 2 seasons of this league, and I mean, I can't hate on him. The man did his thing, but he just could not get us over the hump. Taking a quick look here at the playoff picture, you see that the AFC has already figured out who is going to be representing them in the Super Bowl. It will be the Indianapolis Colts, and now all eyes are on Detroit and Washington to figure out things for the NFC. Let's get to the game. Champion will be crowned today as the Washington Football Team gets ready to play host to the visiting Detroit Lions. The number 1 and number 2 seed here in the NFC side of things have both made it to the NFC Championship game. The last time these two teams matched up, it was in week number 8, where the Washington Football Team came out victorious. Let's see what goes on this time. Let's see if Detroit has anything in store. First down and 10, starting things out on the ground. Antonio Gibson, the workhorse from the divisional round, gets the first carry, ends up getting stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Handoff goes right back to him on second down. This time he's chased down from behind after a gain of 3. Now an early 3rd down and 7. Detroit looking to get off the field. Mac Jones dropping back to throw. Ends up connecting with Antonio Gibson, who runs through the chest of a man. Ends up picking up a first down as he works his way all the way up to the 47-yard line. Heavy dose of Antonio Gibson starting this one off. Robert Foster getting into the mix here. And taking a shot there on the jet sweep, but still able to pick up a gain of 8 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 2 here. Handoff goes to Antonio Gibson, who has a lane. Needs one more blocker, and Steven Sims comes through. Antonio Gibson into the end zone from 47 yards out, and the Washington Football Team strikes first. If you haven't figured out the game plan just yet, let me go ahead and fill you in. It's give the ball to Antonio Gibson by any means necessary. I don't know if you guys have been following the channel for a while, but snow games tend to not go in my favor, so we're just going to play it safe, run this ball, and if we need to, then we'll put the ball in the air. I don't need any missed throws or any interceptions. Dwayne Haskins back here to throw his first pass since returning to Washington, ends up getting hit there by Chase Young. That ball falls incomplete. Now 3rd down and 7, under pressure once more, and O'Donnell coming screaming off the edge, bringing down his former teammate Dwayne Haskins for the first sack of the day, forcing the Detroit Lions to go 3 and out. This is exactly how I envisioned starting this game off. If we got the ball first, go down, punch that one into the end zone, defense comes out on the field and puts a stop to whatever it is that the Detroit offense wants to try to put together. Now 1st down and 10, handoff goes to Antonio Gibson. He turns that into a gain of 9 yards. 2nd down and 1, throwing one up for grabs there, looking for a Gandy Golden, just unable to make the catch there in traffic. Brings up a 3rd down and 1, dropping back to throw with Mac Jones. Ends up lobbing one up there for Steven Sims, who makes the catch, gets all the way down to the 31-yard line, more than enough for another Washington Football Team first down. 1st down and 10, jet sweep here goes to Pat Freiermuth. This is a new play right here. Freiermuth bouncing off of tackles left and right, working his way all the way down to the 23-yard line. 2nd down and 2, handoff goes to Antonio Gibson, who has a lane, ends up getting all the way down to the 13-yard line. The running lanes are wide open here for Antonio Gibson today. I like what I saw. We're going to call hurry-up offense here from the 13-yard line. Hand this ball off to Gibson once more, who fights his way, stretching across the end zone, and he's in for his 2nd rushing touchdown of the day, and Washington is literally starting to run away with this one. That play that you saw with Pat Freiermuth, I don't know why I wasn't running stuff like that earlier in the year. Freiermuth has the tank ability on him. If you're not familiar with tank, you can't hit stick him. If you hit stick him, he literally just bounces off of it. So, man, expect to see a lot of that in the very near future. 2nd down and 7, Haskins dropping back to throw, ends up connecting underneath to his big tight end, TJ Hawkinson, ends up getting a gain of 9, gets the Lions to the 3rd down and 1, hand the ball off to Bowman, and I don't know how he was able to get that. Tremaine Jeffrey shot the gap, and I guess he just got literally just enough yardage to pick up that first down. First down and 10 here from the 49-yard line. Handoff goes to Bowman once more, who's chased down from behind by Daniil Hunter. 2nd and 5 from the 46. Play action fake here with Dwayne Haskins, looking to put this one in the air, going deep, has a man open who burns the coverage. Ronald Darby, what are you doing? I mean, I don't know what it is. Ronald Darby, no matter what kind of coverage I have him in, he always seems to get burnt every single game. I really need to start designating a safety to stay over top of Ronald Darby just to help him out because he just has a problem guarding deep routes. First down and 10 here, Washington on the field, looking to answer the points put up on the board by the Detroit offense. Handing this ball off to Gibson once more, and Antonio Gibson creeping closer to that 100-yard mark, and we're only in the second quarter. He has 7 carries for 99 yards. Pat Freiermuth dropping back to throw this ball here on first down, looking for Mike Evans, and he has the catch, getting out of bounds at the 35-yard line, and Washington is starting to move this ball with ease. Antonio Gibson is just having his way with this Detroit run defense, and Mac Jones and the receivers are just completely torching the coverage. Here we are in 2nd down and 7, running the jet sweep here again. Here's Pat Freiermuth turning the corner, trying to run through a man's chest, and oh no, this is definitely not what we wanted to see. Pat Freiermuth is hurt on the play. We'll have to see what that injury is in a minute. 3rd down and 1, try to pick this one up. We give the ball off to Antonio Gibson, who's trying to get into the end zone once more as he runs through the chest of the safety, and he's finally brought down at the 12-yard line. First down and 10 inside the red zone again. Washington looking to put more points on the board. Handoff goes to Gibson, who's able to work his way down to the 10-yard line. Taking a look at Pat Freiermuth's injury, and it is pretty unfortunate, man. It's a torn labrum. He's definitely going to miss some time. Like, he's done for the rest of the playoffs, and that really sucks. 3rd down and 17 here from the 19-yard line. Mac Jones dropping back to throw, ends up connecting underneath there to Robert Foster, who makes the catch, and it was probably a little bit behind him. If we had a better throw there by Mac Jones, Robert Foster's probably able to use his 94 speed to turn the corner and get into the end zone, or at least possibly dive in, but it's all good. We'll call on Dustin Hopkins, who has no problem extending the lead for us, now up to 10 points. Now the pressure's on Dwayne Haskins back at his old stomping grounds. Can he put together another drive to get into the end zone? Haskins drops back to throw here on first down, going deep, has a man open. It's Darden who makes the catch and gets out of bounds at the 42-yard line. You know, I was thinking after I made this trade with the Detroit Lions, sending them Dwayne Haskins, I actually put Dwayne Haskins in a pretty good position. Like I said, the Detroit Lions were 5-3 after that Week 8 loss to us, and they have a pretty good squad. He has a decent defense, not the best, decent defense, and really fast wide receivers. Now 2nd down and 2 here inside the red zone. Dwayne Haskins with the 5-wide set from the 13-yard line, dropping back to throw. No pressure coming from the Washington defensive line, and Haskins has all day to throw. He ends up finding Bowman, who makes an amazing catch over Kendall Fuller of all people and gets into the end zone. So yeah, plays like that just can't happen, man, between Daniil Hunter and Chase Young and even Matt Ioannidis. Like, one of you guys got to get through. We can't give Dwayne Haskins that much time to just sit back in the pocket and find someone to throw the ball to. Now the lead cut down to 3 points here. 2nd down and 8. This handoff is going to go to Antonio Gibson, who ends up fighting through the tackle, ends up picking up a gain of about 5 yards, gets them to a 3rd down and 3. Mac Jones back in the shotgun formation, looking to put this one in the air, ends up finding Thaddeus Moss, who makes the catch, extending this drive. Thaddeus Moss is one of those names at tight end I was hoping to use before I ended up drafting Pat Freiermuth. I was hoping I would be able to work on Thaddeus Moss just because, I mean, his last name is Moss, man. Like, come on, I wanted to see if he could be like Randy Moss in the game, but obviously he didn't turn out to be like that because I didn't really use him. 2nd down and 10, Mac Jones dropping back to throw, ends up connecting on the comeback route there to Steven Sims, ends up ducking out of bounds at the 47-yard line with 36 seconds left on this clock. 1st down and 10, looking for Antonio Gibson in the flats, but a good hit there by the Detroit defense, able to separate him from the ball, brings up a 2nd down and 10, hand this ball off to Antonio Gibson, try to find a running lane, but this time the Detroit Lions are ready for him, able to stop him before he's able to get anything going. And I don't know what I was thinking there. I honestly didn't think that it was 3rd down, and I was trying to hurry up and like save a timeout. So I tried to call spike, and I was like, oh shoot, it was 3rd down and 9. So I mean, it could have been worse. It could have been 4th down, and I called for a spike. So we're just gonna go ahead and take the delay of game and give Tressway a little bit more room on this punt. And it's a really good punt. It gets him down inside the 20, out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Now Detroit has 3 timeouts with 13 seconds. Are they going to be able to try to put something together here? Haskins trying to run with this one himself, ends up getting chased out of bounds. Maybe a little bit of late hit there by Chase Young on his former Ohio State teammate. And oh, that is definitely a late hit right there on Tremaine Jeffries as he just took the man's head off. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty or a spot foul. First down and 10 here for Detroit with 4 seconds left. Haskins throwing underneath, ends up connecting with TJ Hawkinson, who makes the catch, but nothing really happens after that. I mean, I don't know why he threw it underneath. I mean, I guess he didn't want to throw an interception because, I mean, Madden is a game of momentum. It's kind of ironic that I just said that because someone literally just told me that a couple days ago. I'm sure if they're watching this video, if they get to this point, I'll probably get a text message from them about me using their sayings. But anyways, first down and 10 here from the 25-yard line. Detroit with the ball and a chance to either tie this game up or take the lead. And you know they definitely like to take the lead, but this Washington defense, they're no slouches. Second down and 4 here from the 42-yard line. Haskins under pressure, and he's going to go down. Danielle Hunter screaming at him, ends up bringing him down for a huge loss, brings up a third down and 17. Now back at the 29-yard line. Play action fake. Dwayne Haskins with all day to throw, looking to go deep in double coverage, and he's lucky that one wasn't intercepted. Troy Apke, he looked like he had left that one open, but Apke is really fast, able to make up the distance and swat that ball away and force a 3-and-out here for Detroit. Bryce Love on the return, not really able to get anything going there. First down and 10 from the 34-yard line. Washington's offense is back on the field, looking to make this a 2-possession lead once more. Ends up getting us to a second down and 9 from the 35-yard line. Shotgun formation for Mac Jones, and he's going to hand this ball off to Antonio Gibson, who again is the workhorse. We're going to give it to Gibson, and then when we can't, we'll try to pass the ball, see if we're able to get anything going. Looking for Thaddeus Moss, who had the ball in his hands, but just has bricks for hands apparently. Doesn't have the sure hands like what Pat Freiermuth does, and that one's going to fall incomplete, and Washington goes 3-and-out on what was just really an all-around ugly possession. I mean, the run game was just terrible, and that pass play, I mean, hindsight is always 20/20. I wish I didn't run that pass play. I wish I really didn't target Thaddeus Moss of all people. I mean, I have freaking Mike Evans of all people that I could target for situations like that. Now second down and 9. Haskins ends up finding TJ Hawkinson there on the sideline, gets him to a third down and 1. Handoff goes to Bowman, and Troy Apke's all over that. Looks like he has him stopped there for the first down, but somehow he ended up getting it. I don't know how, but okay. First down and 10, and speaking of how the heck he got it, how did Troy Apke not get that interception? It was literally thrown right to him. But okay, now Detroit has the ball across midfield, and they have a chance. They already have a field goal in their pocket. They could just play it safe right here, and they could take their 3 and tie this game up. Second down and 8. Haskins dropping back to throw, getting pressure from Chase Young once more. Ends up throwing that one away before Chase ended up getting him. Now third down and 8 from the 16-yard line. Play action fake, trying to throw for this first down, but he's in trouble. Khalil Hudson coming free, ends up sacking them. Balls on the ground, and it's recovered by O'Daniel, who has the scoop and score. Nobody's in front of him. O'Daniel's all the way into the end zone as he celebrates, and Washington extends their lead once more. Hey man, the sack fumble, I feel like that's just Madden's way of trying to make up for the BS that they just put me through. Because I mean, I had the lurked interception there with Troy Apke that somehow got over his head mysteriously, and then the fact that I shot the gap with Troy Apke to stop Bowman on that third down and 1. He should have been stopped, but somehow he ended up picking up the first down. But anyways, Washington now once again has a 10-point lead here. Third down and 3 with the clock ticking down here in the third quarter. Haskins looking to make a play, and he's not going to have the time. Chase Young coming screaming off the edge, bringing him down for another sack. Dwayne Haskins has been having himself quite the return to his old stomping grounds. I mean, sack after sack, and he's just fumbling the ball. Not looking good at him. It's looking like history is about to repeat itself as Dwayne Haskins just cannot get past this NFC Conference Championship game. Fourth down and 8, we end up getting the punt there. Decent little return there by Bryce Love to the 41-yard line. Handoff goes to Gibson, and whew, I'm glad that he didn't hit Stickmeyer there because I probably would have dropped the ball as Gibson ended up getting the ball right when he ended up shooting the gap. Second down and 11. Can't find anybody to throw the ball here with Mac Jones, and he has some wheels. Mac Jones showing his best running impression as he picks up a Washington first down and ducks out of bounds at the 44-yard line. People forget about that with Mac Jones. Man has a little bit of wheels to him. He can do stuff like that. I can run read options with Mac Jones. He's got, I think, like 80 speed or 82 speed, something like that. First down, the handoff goes to Antonio Gibson, who gets upended after a 2-yard gain. Gets us to a second down and 8 here from the 28-yard line. Handoff once more goes to Gibson, who ends up slipping one tackle, and he's fighting for extra yards. That's what I like to see. Gibson fight for me. Ends up getting us to a third down and 3. We go with the jet sweep one more time. This time with Robert Foster. Turns the corner and picks up the first down, getting inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. And now the Washington football team is just 4 minutes away from going to their first Super Bowl since 1992. First down and 10, handoff goes to Antonio Gibson, who ends up turning that into a first down and goal here from the 8-yard line. Handoff goes to the backup, Trey Sherman, and he doesn't really get any yards. In fact, he ends up losing a yard. But again, the yardage and getting into the end zone, it would be nice, but it's not important at this point. Right now, we just want to milk this clock down, and I'm perfectly fine with taking 3 points. Third down and goal here from the 6-yard line. Under center here, handoff goes to Antonio Gibson, who gets hit in the backfield, and oh my gosh, gets planted there by Tyvi. And again, we end up losing yards, but again, the main thing I'm worried about, my main concern, is just taking down this clock. You see we're almost to the 2-minute warning. Perfectly fine with taking 3 points there. Still a 2-possession lead, 13-point lead here for Washington in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes left. We'll see what Dwayne Haskins can do. This is basically back up against the wall, put up or shut up time for Haskins. Can he do something to give his team a chance in this one? He's getting pressure once more, throws that one up for grabs, and it's intercepted, but luckily for him, it's out of bounds. Ronald Darby unable to get a foot down in bounds. Now 2nd and 10, Haskins under pressure once more, try to get rid of this one, looking for Bowman, and he makes the catch but unable to get a foot down in bounds. Now a big third down for the Detroit Lions. Haskins under pressure. Look at the pressure coming from the defensive ends. He's able to get this one away for Bowman, who makes the catch but pays for the price as Landon Collins comes down and puts the boomstick on him. First down and 10, going deep, and that one's going to be intercepted by Troy Apke, and it is official. Your Washington football team is going to be headed to the Super Bowl. Troy Apke just sealed the deal right there. We're going to go ahead and call on the backup quarterback, Tamu, to come in and knead this ball out and let this clock drip down, and it's official. The Washington football team has finally crossed over that hump. We are now NFC Conference champions, and we will be headed to the Super Bowl to face off against the Indianapolis Colts, another team that we faced earlier in the season. They gave us a little bit of trouble, so it definitely should be a good game, man. Leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on this Washington football team as they go to the Super Bowl in next week's game, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Later.
And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.